today.
Sweet.
We got Shaggy and Nox. This is the surprise villain, Shaggy. Usually we have Scooby, but today he's going Zetterberg and Shaggy. He's changing his tag.
Zetter. So it's like twice over.
Yeah, he Shovel Knighted, and then he was
Playing the brass movie.
Yeah. I haven't actually seen the past few times, but has he been going Zetterberg? I've seen his Zetterberg before, but has he been sticking to him?
So that he does practice Zetter.
He definitely has it there, and I've seen it in Bracket before, but I wonder if he just knows.
Really?
These two plays so much.
What's wrong with that? There's only like 4 people.
It's true. It's an intimate bracket. Are we doing round robin? We're doing round robin?
No, we're just Mexican. I kind of want to go.
Okay. Oh, yeah. It's Maggie Sesh. I feel it. I've got to get home and watch the new Game of Thrones on HBO Max. House of Gucci. Whatever it's called. House of the Dragon. American Dragon Jack Long. That's what we got on the screen right now. We got Zetterberg. Free the fire.
He's actually able to keep up, but he's...
Yeah, the stocks were even. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I always wonder tech there. That's always the question. Can you see that shit out of there? He eats it up though. Yeah, his Zetterberg's looking pretty spicy.
Shaggy's been pretty consistent with all like these names. Shovel Knight, Odin, Zetter. I wonder if this is permanent or...
Yeah. I wonder if it's
These that's 3, 5... I mean, last time when we had this short amount of people, we just did best of 5.
yeah. Everything best of 5. Nice.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I'm an advocate for that too. I mean, there's 4 players here. We can afford to play one more game apiece.
What's going on? I mean, it's the last week before the PRs.
That's true. I guess people didn't like their chances of getting on the PR, or they didn't want to mess up their immaculate performance thus far. That's where I'm at. You know, this is my evil cousin. I haven't been playing enough to play anybody like Greg today. I'd rather just stick with him. Sigma Crag mindset. You're right. I'm on that grind set. I need to be. I'm going to start being there because if we're, we're shuttling off to Ohio, I gotta get practice. I've been focusing on Melee for too long, but my big Melee events are in the rearview mirror now, and the big Rambles events are in the future. I gotta switch focuses. Yeah, dude. Yeah, if if our sponsored plan all works out, that's gonna be tight. I have 4 of us in there, 5 of us in there.
Yeah, okay, so Neutral, he got his own.
Okay, so he's just going.
Yeah, I also got my own because I thought, like, I was just gonna, anybody that was going regardless, like, it would be reimbursed for being the top 4.
Right.
Lo and behold, no, it's still in the top 4. So I freed up a spot for somebody who's in...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're not getting reimbursed?
No, he's still talking to Cape Green.
Okay, cool.
If I do, it's pretty wicked. If I don't, like, oh well.
I would hope you do. That'd be sick.
So me and Neutral freed up 2 more spots, so that means
Donk. Yeah, that means some shining star. I haven't got to play Miles yet, but I've seen him play. I'd love for him to come out and feed. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he'd earn his way into that spot, or somebody as dedicated as Scoob here. Sorry, Shaggy today. I'd love to see them get a chance to go. But yeah, no, I'm excited. Riptide coming up.
I wonder what placement Neutral is gonna put on Miles because like he only showed up twice.
Yeah, and I wonder, because a lot of time, you know, like in Melee or something, for how they do the PR seasons is you have to show up to at least 3 events. And so I don't know if Neutral's going to implement that rule or if he's just going to sort of guesstimate, you know? So
he was able to win 1 set with me, but I still took first. But then, let's see, last week, he was here, but I wasn't. So, I mean, did he take first?
I didn't see the bracket last week. I'll double check. Ooh, yeah.
He's new.
Right down.
Back.
These games have been pretty close, though, for like a relatively, you know, new tournament character for Shaggy. Scooby here.
But it's as soon as he just offstage, Zetta's, you got each.
Yeah, it's a rough position to be in. You only have so many tools to get back. Sort of the optimal way to recover a Zetter is really like technical too, you know, to sort of do the shit where you hit the lip and then you bounce back with the forward B, or you know, or you air dodge on, and you know, there's all those things you kind of have to practice and wash over and over until you get good at them. Yeah, having a new character like that means spots like these are going to be hard to come back from because you don't want to just land on that stage like that.
I mean, if he didn't do that down tilt, he probably would have
been able to tech something in. And just being ready for the techs too is, I feel like, something most characters aren't used for. But you really have to have down his Zetaburn to be able to tech into a back air instantly or something.
And it's like, I see plenty of top Zetters who don't want to use their jump. They use it like a last resort.
Right.
Yep.
You really gotta save it, yeah. Like, there's so many resources to get back to the stage. You don't necessarily need to keep your jump, but on Zetaburn, yeah, you do.
Obviously, beat Crag. Well,
yeah. We'll just get our jumps back. Crag supremacy.
That was literally the only reason back in like 2017 when I got out of boot camp and I finally got a laptop again to play Rivals. I still made Daedalus, but as soon as like I was like, I couldn't recover specifically to Maple. Like they just kept fairing. It was like, you know, let me try cracking. Like he can get his air dodge and jump back.
Just create my own platform. If I can't make it back to the stage, I'll make my own stage.
Exactly.
Ooh, evens it up. I mean, yeah,
80%.
Really throughout this whole set, though, Nox has had the lead, has been maintaining control of the momentum. But yeah, I'm really impressed by Shaggy's Zetaburn here. It's always been like last stock like this. That'll do it. But I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be upset about that if I was Shaggy. Those are close matches.
The first one, when he was like able to even it out. Looks like we're up.
Is that us? Okay.
Sorry. Pop over the games. Oh yeah, and the names. Grabbing the mic. This is not the name.
got Nox versus 1Z. Storied matchup. And we have the 1Z versus Nox expert here on the fucking panel today, on the mic. This is Laura. She knows all about this game. She knows all about this matchup. She's here to give a fresh perspective to the two players we love so much. There's a squirrel and there's a beetle on the screen. What do you think, Laura?
Very, very great matchup.
Yeah, for who? Or just in general?
Just
to watch.
Yep.
It's a great matchup for the viewers, is what it is. We're blessed to have this every week.
Yeah. I'm just taking notes from you.
For Melee? Yeah.
For me.
There's a lot of things that transfer over. You want to pull your rock and hit him with it a bunch. Make sure you do that in Melee. And... nice parry. Into the smash. And that kills. Wow, that must have been a little DI up there on Maple's end. I love that instant little arrow you just did there. And all the rocks. Once he's on one of it, he wants to go home. I always do bad against Onesie. I've never done as bad as I did today against him.
Well, that's a tough one.
I think he's just... Look at this 56 on the board. Holy shit. He's on a tear today. He must be practicing. He's very motivated. He's like, I got school tomorrow, guys.
Yeah.
Is this the first week of school for him? Maybe. I don't know when you see those schedules. Did you detect that little killer hit there? You notice? That's crazy, dude. This is insane. Once he's 3-0'd everybody that's ever walked in this building before. Like,
Yeah.
But...
I'm not surprised.
Gee. We just watched Nox. He's not slacking today.
No, he was great.
Yeah.
He's still great.
He's the best shot we have at taking a W from 1Z. And,
Someone's got
that
to.
first match did not leave a lot of room for that, but Ron Nox is kind of figured out he's answering back. He hasn't even been hit yet. What are you learning so far? What notes have you taken from Melee?
Oh god.
Yeah, give me specific.
You know, just like vague mental notes.
Just vague mental. Yeah, that's a good.
No, I'm just really watching.
He just now got hit, and then bam, they're just not. There's Rifles baby. It's volatile. Just swing back and forth.
That was good.
Nox being like, you can't do me like that. Y'all roll over. I'll take it. Nox. Jab combo. Bear's not gonna kill. It's the advantage of these super wide boundaries of this counter pick of his. Nox is not afraid to go out there and slap the pillar. He's not just gonna let you recover for free, no matter how far I'm. Finally on the board, 1Z, but this is the dangerous situation. Still has his pillar. There he is. Nox is working really strong in this match. He did some adjusting. All it takes is one game. That almost killed though. Yeah, I'd get a few more % on him. It's so scary to DI those spares when you're off stage. Because you can just, if you DI out, you could just die from one of them. But if you DI in, you get hit by another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said it. No, definitely.
No, for sure, I noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the notes you took.
Mm-hmm. There's just so many notes I just
right. It's hard to.
even...
Yeah, there's so many to go through. And all that was from recovered low. That's one of the things I love about it. You see a lot of cranks put that pillar down on the, right next to the stage, adjacent to the stage. It's because they can kind of shark up and get a hit like that, and he took that little hit and converted all the way to a kill.
He's really not afraid.
No fear in Rivals. You can't have any. no shields or anything, so like fear's the only thing you have to work with.
That might help me, but actually I like the shields.
Shields are cool.
Yeah.
A lot of Smash people are uncomfortable with rivals for that reason. But there's no shield,
Well, it's
grabs
just
no
different.
ledges, but definitely a shield is what gets them the most, because that's what changes the gameplay the most.
Yeah. Maybe you just gotta be more aggressive.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, this game definitely encourages aggression versus any Smash game.
Yeah.
Once you get in, because there's no, the only penalty for going in is maybe getting parried, but that just means you go in different, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Onesie
Dang, that
able,
was
able
close,
to
though.
claw that back, yeah.
That was good.
Well, you had to work to reverse that. You see, even
Yeah,
right here,
this
this game
game
definitely encourages aggression versus
This is what knocks his lead, but he just gets
once you
more.
get in, because there's no
Disadvantage state for a little while.
the only penalty for going in is maybe getting parried, but that just means you go. Starting off with the rocks, going to rock pillar. I'm always interested in this counter pick. So I feel like it's not a bad stage for Crag. But I think
What makes a bad stage for Crag?
that's an excellent question.
Yeah. Inland?
You know, Crag's interesting because it is. It is matchup dependent. I feel like maybe Nox wants this stage, or if he thinks it would be bad for Crag, or ultimately good for Maple because it's a long platform in the middle, and there are short little platforms above it, which Maple can use to, because you know, see how Maple approaches is he's bursty. He's got like burst movement.
Yeah.
So having a lot of stage to work with to dash things around is probably a good thing. Probably the reason why he wants that, and the smaller sides. Oh, except for that's the disadvantage of the small sides there. Smaller sides because you give Crag less, you know, distance where he can just put a pillar and then come back from.
Because that's
you know?
why Crag likes to be on the edge. Huh.
Yeah. Crag is usually fairly comfortable off stage because at any time he can pop up a pillar, but then as soon as he puts that pillar out, he's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't have it anymore. So his resources have been dwindled. And probably also this cute little plant placement that he just had. Because those plants are easy to get rid of when they're on the stage, but if you put them on a platform, they're difficult to get rid of, and you can kind of sandwich them in between two platforms and just make a whole zone that's awkward to move around. So those are probably what would make this a bad stage in this matchup. But I think generally for Crag, this is not a bad stage in the matchup. You got
He
cute little
doesn't seem to
platform
be
stuff.
struggling.
Right. I think you can do cute stuff with the rocks with these two little platforms, like by hitting charge through. And honestly, the short sides are genuinely probably more beneficial for Crag because he can hit you with rock strings and fair strings and kill you off the edge. So, I don't know. I don't think it's that bad of a stage.
Does that leaf thing change your direction? I forget.
The leaf that you have around you?
Yeah.
No, that powers some of Maple's moves. So
Oh,
if you have the
okay.
little leaf thing on you, it means if he hits you with one of the smash attacks, you're going to get all tied up. And it also
Oh, yeah.
means he can do his puppy recovery and teleport to you, pretty much. Kind of slingshot his
Oh,
way over to you.
Oh, it's all
Oh,
back.
that was a sick conversion, though. And a 3-0 for onesie. Knocks me in hard for him that game, too, but I mean, Wily just came here to.
Oh,
if you have the
okay.
little lead thing on you, get out. This is the last
last
game of the PR season. And it also
Oh, yeah.
means he can do his puppy recovery and teleport to you. Sick stuff. I think I'm off the way, so I'm hopping off the mic.
Oh, it's all back. Well, this was great. This was awesome. This was great.